You'll never have wealth if your mindset is broke. That's the truth most people don't want to hear. They cling to the illusion that hard work alone will make them successful. They think clocking in every day, grinding for a boss, obeying every rule in the book, and staying loyal to a job that pays just enough to survive is going to one day lead to abundance. But that's not how this game works. Wealth doesn't respond to labor. It responds to value. It responds to power. It responds to mindset. You don't get rich by accident. You don't become powerful by chance. It's calculated. It's deliberate. It starts in your mind the moment you decide to rewire the way you think, the way you carry yourself, the way you approach life. That's the moment everything begins to shift. You've been programmed since birth to be poor. Understand that. From childhood, you were taught to obey, to conform, to wait your turn. You were told to be humble, to not dream too big, to stay in your lane. You were trained to submit to a system that needed workers, not thinkers. Followers, not leaders. They told you to get a degree, find a safe job, buy a house, and pray you don't get fired. That's not a formula for success. That's a formula for slavery, mental slavery, financial slavery. Time slavery. Look around you. The world is full of people who have followed the rules and are still miserable, still broke, still living paycheck to paycheck, still waking up with anxiety because they know they're stuck in a life that doesn't reflect their potential. Why? Because they never thought beyond the box. They never questioned the system. They never dared to think rich. To think rich is to break every limit you've been taught. It's to look at your current life and say, this is not where I stay. It's to refuse comfort. To reject mediocrity, to kill excuses. You think rich by imagining a life far beyond your current one, and then training your brain to believe it's possible not someday, but now, not if you're lucky, but because you'll make it happen. Start by looking at how you speak to yourself. Your words shape your world. Every time you say, I can't, it's too hard, that's impossible, you're building a prison in your own mind. That prison becomes your reality. You must change your vocabulary. Stop saying you can't afford it. Start saying, how do I afford it? Stop saying you're not ready. Start saying, I'll figure it out. The rich mindset looks for solutions. The poor mindset focuses on problems. Every time you speak, you're either reinforcing wealth or reinforcing poverty. Choose wisely, and this mindset, it's not just for money. It's how you walk, how you dress, how you sit, how you shake hands, how you enter a room. Do you shrink when you walk into a room? Or do you expand your energy? Do you look people in the eye or look at the floor? Do you walk like a leader or a follower? These things matter. They speak before you ever open your mouth. The world feels your energy, and energy doesn't lie. You don't need millions in your account to carry yourself like a winner. It's not about faking it. It's about embodying the future version of yourself right now. That version of you who's already successful. How would he act? What would his schedule look like? What would he tolerate? What would he eliminate? Act like him now, and you'll start becoming him. This isn't some motivational fluff. This is how high-performers actually move. They don't wait for success to change them. They become the version that success recognizes and flows to. The broke mindset is always waiting for motivation. Waiting for a sign, waiting for someone to believe in them. They delay, they overthink, they talk themselves out of opportunities, and then they wonder why they're still in the same place year after year. It's because they don't trust themselves, they don't act, they stay comfortable, and comfort is a killer. It's the quiet assassin of dreams. Every time you choose comfort over progress, you're burying your potential a little deeper. You need to become aggressive about your growth. You need to be allergic to stagnation. You need to wake up every day with one question in your mind. How do I elevate, not just survive, not just make it through the day? Elevate, grow, advance. The rich mindset is obsessed with progress. It sees every moment as a chance to evolve, every obstacle as a test, every failure as feedback. There's no quitting. There's no backing down. There's only forward, but most people don't have that fire. They've let life beat it out of them. They're walking corpses, breathing but not living, and it's all because they never took control of their minds. They let the world dictate how they should think, feel, move. That's not living, that's existing. And existing will never bring you freedom. You want freedom, you want power, then take ownership of your mindset. Decide what you believe, decide what's possible. Decide how you show up every single day. Everything starts with the way you see yourself. If you see yourself as weak, you will act weak. If you see yourself as a victim, you'll attract situations that confirm that belief. But if you see yourself as powerful, as someone with value, as someone on a mission, everything changes. You start attracting different people. You start getting different opportunities, not because the world changed, but because you changed. You have to understand that your internal world creates your external world. That's not some philosophical nonsense, that's truth. If your mind is cluttered, your life will be too. If your thoughts are chaotic, so will your results be. You need clarity, you need focus, you need vision. That's what rich thinking brings. It sharpens you, it disciplines you, it aligns your actions with your goals. And the moment you start thinking rich, you'll feel resistance. People will mock you, friends will say you've changed, family will tell you to be realistic. They'll project their fears onto you, they'll try to pull you back down. That's the test. Will you submit to their limitations or will you break free? Because the rich mindset doesn't need validation. It doesn't beg for support. It leads, it builds, it proves them wrong. You must become the architect of your reality. Nobody's going to build it for you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. If you don't take control of your life, life will control you. And life, left unchecked, will drag you into mediocrity. You'll wake up at 40 wondering where the time went. Wondering why you never lived the life you saw in your mind. Regret will become your prison. Don't let that happen. Think rich now and the future will reward you. The way you carry yourself needs to be unmatched. You walk with purpose. You speak with precision. You show up on time. You execute without excuse. You don't complain. You don't wait. You dominate. That's how the rich move. They're calculated. They're sharp. They're intentional, and that energy creates momentum. That momentum creates results, and those results reinforce the mindset. It's a cycle, a powerful one, but it only starts when you make the decision. So decide right now. Are you going to keep thinking like everyone else, broke, afraid, limited? Or are you going to think like the man you were born to be, bold, wealthy, disciplined, unstoppable? That choice is yours, and it's the only one that matters, because everything else flows from that. Your life is your responsibility. Your wealth is your responsibility. Your legacy is your responsibility. No one is going to hand it to you. No one is obligated to help you. You owe it to yourself to become the best version of you possible, and that starts in the mind, not in the bank, not in your job, in your thoughts. Think like a king and you'll stop living like a servant. Think rich and the world will start treating you like you deserve more. But it starts with you, always has, always will. It's not enough to think rich. That's the foundation, but foundations mean nothing if you don't build on them. You must act rich, not pretend, not play games, not dress up and fake it, but truly act rich. Acting rich means you move with intent. You walk like you own the ground you step on. You move like you're being watched because you are by the world, by potential, by opportunity. And opportunity doesn't show up for the man who's casual, sloppy, unsure. It shows up for the one who's ready, composed, and aggressive in the pursuit of what he knows is his. Most people spend their lives reacting. They wait for things to happen, and when they do, they respond emotionally, impulsively, without strategy. That's how the broke live. They wake up late, check their phone, scroll through distractions, waste hours chasing cheap dopamine, and then wonder why they're still in the same place. That's not action. That's survival, and survival is not a strategy for success. If you want to win, you have to dominate your time, you have to own your schedule, you have to fill your day with things that build your future, not entertain your laziness. Acting rich starts with discipline. It's waking up early, not because someone tells you to, but because you've decided that time is currency. Every minute wasted is an opportunity lost. The man who acts rich doesn't sleep 10 hours. He doesn't hit snooze. He doesn't say, "I'll do it tomorrow." He moves with urgency. He understands that time waits for no one, and the faster you take action, the more ground you cover while others are still dreaming. You can tell a lot about a man by the way he manages time. Broke thinkers say they don't have enough of it. Rich thinkers make time serve them. They cut out distractions. They eliminate toxic people. They automate what they can. They delegate. They structure their life around maximum impact. Every action is calculated. Every habit is crafted. Every move is part of the mission. Acting rich means playing chess, not checkers. You're not just trying to win today, you're positioning yourself to win for life, and you better believe action brings resistance. You'll feel tired, you'll feel alone, you'll question everything. That's normal. But acting rich means you push through it. You don't quit when it's hard. You don't back off when it's uncomfortable. You lean in, you embrace pain, you use it. Because while everyone else is running from difficulty, you're getting sharper, stronger, more lethal. You want to know what separates winners from the masses? It's not talent. It's not intelligence. It's action. Ruthless, relentless, consistent action. The winners wake up and execute even when they don't feel like it. They hit the gym when they're tired. They build the business when no one's watching. They invest when others hesitate. They study when others party. That's what acting rich looks like. It's not flashy. It's not glamorous. It's raw. It's gritty. It's doing the hard things over and over until the results are undeniable. And here's what you have to realize. Most people won't understand you. They won't understand why you're obsessed, why you're unavailable, why you don't waste time like them. That's fine. They're not supposed to understand. They're supposed to watch. You act rich now, and later they'll ask how you did it. They'll call you lucky, but you'll know it wasn't luck, it was grind, sacrifice, standards. Let's talk about standards. You can't act rich while living with low standards. That contradiction will destroy you. If your environment is a mess, if your health is garbage, if your energy is low, your actions will always reflect that. You need to upgrade every area of your life. Start with your body. A strong body builds a strong mind. Hit the gym, eat clean, train with intention. You think better when you feel better. You act more powerfully when your body is sharp. No rich man is careless with his health. Energy is the fuel of action, and your energy is a product of your habits. Next, fix your appearance. You don't need a designer wardrobe to look like a man on a mission. Clean clothes, groomed properly, walking upright. Focused expression that alone puts you ahead of 90% of people walking around like zombies. When you act rich, you carry yourself like you've already arrived. Not because you're pretending, but because you're becoming. You don't wear success to impress others. You wear it to align yourself with the identity you've chosen. Identity drives behavior. When you believe you're powerful, you act accordingly. And when you act accordingly, the world starts responding to you differently. People respect the man who respects himself, not the one begging for validation, not the one seeking approval. You don't need the world's permission to be great. You don't need to wait until you're rich to move like it. That's backward thinking. You move like it first. You train like it first. You speak like it first. That's how you become it. You become the man, and then the money shows up. Not the other way around. This is what average people will never understand. They think they need the result before the behavior, but it's the behavior that creates the result. You don't wait to feel confident, you act with confidence and earn the feeling through repetition. You don't wait to have money to manage it, you manage what little you have like it's millions. That's how the rich get richer. Their behavior is aligned with abundance, even when the bank account doesn't match yet. They understand that acting rich is about stewardship. It's about responsibility. It's about stepping into the mindset and habits of wealth now, not later. And let's be clear, acting rich doesn't mean spending recklessly or showing off. It means making smart, powerful moves with precision. It means protecting your energy. It means creating multiple streams of income. It means cutting off leeches and replacing them with mentors. It means working in silence and letting results speak. The loudest man in the room is usually the weakest. Real power doesn't need to scream. It speaks through outcomes. You act rich by being intentional with your money. You budget, you invest, you multiply. You don't waste money to look rich. You use money to become free. That's the difference. Broke thinkers spend money to impress people. Rich thinkers use money to build leverage. You buy time, you buy skills. You buy access. That's how power grows. You want to act rich. Start building things, businesses, systems, content, products. Don't just consume, create. Don't just talk, execute. The man who acts rich doesn't talk about plans. He puts them into motion. He makes moves daily, even small moves. Every brick matters when you're building an empire. Most people think they need to go big right away. That's false. Go consistent. Go hard, go daily. That's where results come from. Stack wins, stack actions, stack effort. Eventually the momentum is so strong, it becomes impossible to stop you. And at that point, you're no longer just thinking rich or acting rich, you are rich. Rich in discipline, rich in focus, rich in vision. The money follows because the man is already built, and while you're on this journey, there will be moments where nothing makes sense, where the results aren't showing. Where doubt creeps in, that's the resistance, that's the threshold. Most people quit right there, but not you. You're not here for comfort, you're here for greatness, so when that wall appears, you break through it. Because the man who acts rich doesn't flinch in adversity, he thrives in it. Pressure is the price of power. No pressure, no progress. You have to lean into the discomfort. That's where you're molded. That's where the breakthroughs are. When you act rich, you welcome challenges. You say, give me more. You build mental toughness that no amount of money can buy, and that toughness becomes your competitive edge. While others fold, you rise. While others blame, you adapt. While others sleep, you build. This isn't just about becoming successful. It's about becoming unbreakable, because success without strength is fragile. You want both. You want the money and the muscle, the skill and the scar tissue, the empire and the endurance. You earn all of it by acting rich before the results exist, by doing the work in silence, by outlasting everyone else. So keep showing up, keep sharpening the blade, keep moving like your life depends on it, because it does. Every day is a test. Every day is a chance to rise or retreat. Choose rise. Choose action. Choose power. You are not born to be average. You were born to dominate, but domination starts in your habits, in your movement, in your mindset. Act like the man you respect. Move like the man you admire. Lead like the man you've dreamed of becoming. Do it now, not when it's easy, not when the money's there. Do it when it's hard. Do it when nobody sees. That's where greatness is forged, in the shadows, in the silence, in the grind. And when the results come, and they will, you won't be surprised. You won't feel lucky. You'll know it was earned because you didn't wait. You didn't wish. You acted every day. No excuses, no weakness. Only action. That's what separates men. That's what defines the rich mindset. That's how you win. You want a powerful life, then you need a powerful mind backed by powerful action. That's the formula. Think rich, act rich, not once, not sometimes, every single day. You don't get what you want in this world, you get what you are. So become it, build it, live it. While everyone else is stuck in hesitation, you move. While they doubt, you execute. While they wish, you work. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to rise, to conquer, to dominate. But it starts with how you think. It lives in how you act. The world doesn't owe you a thing, but it will hand everything to the man who refuses to be average. So step up, lock in, and show the world what happens when mindset and movement collide. Become the storm and let everything else get out of your way.